Chaos theory. The butterfly effect. The invisible sun. Brooklyn, New York, 2005. The Harris family lives in a brownstone in Park Slope. David Harris, 42, is a successful architect. His wife, Rebecca, 39, is a high school English teacher. They have 2 sons. Ethan, the oldest, just turned 12. He's charismatic, athletic, gets straight A's. Then there's Noah, the youngest, who just turned 8. Noah is quiet, artistic, struggles in school. From the outside, the Harris family looks perfect. But inside those walls, Noah is slowly disappearing. It starts small. At dinner, David asks Ethan about his soccer game, his science project, his friends. Rebecca beams at every answer. Noah tries to share a drawing he made. Not now, honey. Ethan's talking. At Ethan's games, both parents are in the front row, cheering. At Noah's school art show, they arrive late and leave early. We have to get Ethan to practice. Noah stands alone next to his painting, watching other kids with their parents. He's 8 years old and already learning he doesn't matter as much. By 2010, Noah is 13. The pattern has solidified. Ethan is the golden child, captain of the basketball team, honor roll, already talking about Ivy League schools. Noah is the forgotten one. His grades are mediocre. He spends hours alone in his room, drawing, writing in journals nobody reads. When he tries to show his parents his artwork, David says, "That's nice, bud," without looking up from his laptop. Rebecca says, "Maybe you should focus more on your schoolwork like your brother." Noah stops trying to share. He retreats further into himself. One night in 2012, Noah, now 15, overhears his parents talking in the kitchen. David says, "I just don't know what to do with Noah. He's so different from Ethan. Sometimes I wonder if he'll ever amount to anything." Rebecca sighs. "I know. I worry about him too. But Ethan's going places." Noah stands frozen in the hallway, those words cutting into him like glass. He goes to his room, closes the door, and cries silently into his pillow. Something inside him cracks that night. He starts skipping school. He falls in with a rough crowd in Bed-Stuy, kids who feel as invisible as he does. By 2013, Noah is 16 and spiraling. He's smoking weed daily, drinking stolen vodka, staying out all night. His parents barely notice because they're consumed with Ethan's college applications. Ethan gets into Columbia. The house erupts in celebration. Noah isn't even home. He's at a party in Bushwick with his new friends, Marcus and Tony. Both dropouts, both dealing pills on the side. They offer Noah Xanax. "Takes the edge off, man." Noah swallows too. For the first time in years, he doesn't feel the pain. He doesn't feel invisible. He just feels numb. And numb is better. One night in March 2014, Noah is high at that same party when Marcus gets into an argument with a rival dealer over territory. Tensions explode. Marcus pulls out a gun. Noah, disoriented and confused, tries to pull Marcus back. The gun goes off. The bullet misses Marcus but hits a 19-year-old girl standing near the door, Emily Sanchez, nursing student at Brooklyn College. She collapses, bleeding. Chaos erupts. Everyone scatters. Noah runs, terrified, his hands shaking. Emily survives, but the bullet shattered her spine. She'll never walk again. Noah wasn't the shooter, but he was there. He carries that guilt like a stone in his chest. The police investigate. Witnesses mention Noah's name. He's brought in for questioning. David and Rebecca finally pay attention, but not the way Noah needed. David is furious. "How could you embarrass this family? Your brother's at Columbia and you're out here with criminals." Rebecca cries but says nothing to defend Noah. He's charged as an accessory, gets probation, community service, a juvenile record. Ethan distances himself. "I can't be associated with this." Noah is more alone than ever. The message is clear. He's not just invisible now. He's a problem, a stain on the family name. By 2015, Noah is 18. He completed probation, but the damage is done. He didn't graduate high school. He's working part-time at a warehouse in Sunset Park, barely making rent in a shared apartment in Flatbush. He still thinks about Emily Sanchez, paralyzed because he was in the wrong place. He thinks about his parents, who call Ethan weekly but haven't called him in months. He thinks about the 8-year-old kid who just wanted his parents to see his drawings. He goes to therapy twice, but it's expensive and he can't afford it. The darkness grows. He starts writing letters he never sends. Apologies, explanations, goodbyes. On a cold morning in November 2015, Noah's roommate comes home and finds him unresponsive in his room. Empty pill bottles on the nightstand. A note on the desk addressed to his parents. The paramedics arrive, but it's too late. Noah Harris, 18 years old, is gone. The note says, "I tried to matter. I tried so hard, but I was never Ethan, and I'm tired of trying to be seen. I'm sorry for everything, especially Emily. I hope she knows I'm sorry. Tell Mom and Dad I loved them, even when they couldn't love me back the same way." The funeral is small. David and Rebecca are destroyed, drowning in guilt they'll carry forever. Ethan stands silent, realizing too late he lost a brother he never really knew. But Noah's death doesn't end there. Emily Sanchez reads about it in the news. She's been in physical therapy for over a year, learning to live in a wheelchair. When she learns Noah took his own life, she breaks down. She feels a strange, twisted guilt. If I hadn't been there that night, maybe he wouldn't have carried that weight. Her mental health. She drops out of nursing school. Her dreams of helping people are gone. Her younger brother, Carlos, 16, watches his sister fall apart. He becomes angry, bitter. He starts getting in fights at school, blaming the world for what happened to Emily. Their mother, Maria, works 2 jobs just to cover Emily's medical bills. The family is fracturing. Carlos, now 17, gets expelled from school after attacking another student. He's lost, furious, directionless. One night in 2016, he's walking through Bed-Stuy and sees Marcus, the guy who shot his sister. Rage takes over. Carlos follows him into an alley and stabs him 3 times. Marcus survives, but Carlos is arrested. Tried as an adult, sentenced to 10 years. Maria Sanchez sits in the courtroom, her daughter in a wheelchair, her son headed to prison, and she thinks about that party in 2014, about Noah Harris, about how one night of bad choices created a ripple that destroyed so many lives. And it all started years before that party. It started in a Park Slope brownstone where a little boy just wanted his parents to love him the way they loved his brother. Butterfly effect. A youngest child feels invisible and unloved. He seeks belonging in dangerous places. His presence at a party leads to a shooting. A young woman is paralyzed. The guilt consumes him. He takes his own life. His death devastates the shooter, the victim, and both families. The victim's brother seeks revenge and ends up in prison. 3 families destroyed. Dozens of lives derailed. And it all traces back to a dinner table where a little boy's drawings were ignored, where a child learned he wasn't enough, where love was given unequally. This is the butterfly effect. This is why every child needs to feel seen, valued, and loved.